Hey, Screaming Geek Media here. I am Jerry the Geek. Today we're going to talk about The Man of Steel on 4K. But before we get into it, if you like physical media, Blu-rays, 4Ks, DVDs, like home theater, movies, check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. So let's talk about the 4K release of Man of Steel. A movie came out in 2013, rated PG-13. And you got Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, Michael Shannon, Diane Lane, Russell Crowe, Kevin Costner. You got a great cast here for this reboot. And of course it was directed by Zack Snyder. Now this movie, I think, I've completely forgot how good this was. I'd only seen it once before, and I just watched it again yesterday for the review. And this is such a freaking great movie in my opinion. It's a nice, it's a great reboot, retelling of the Superman story. Action-packed from beginning to end. It's got some great acting. Henry Cavill does a great job as Clark Kent, Superman. And plus the physique. He is freaking ripped. One scene when he at the one harbor, he comes, he doesn't have the shirt on. I saw online, I read that he didn't want to fake that at all. He didn't want any enhancements or anything, so he pushed his body to the limit and really got in shape, and it really showed. Other nice things about the movie, I think, is where they pay homage to the character and all the different movies and the shows. And of course, the small town of Smallville. One of the action scenes, you see a tanker with a LexCorp on it. Yeah, the one scene where he's kind of learning from his dad about the whole history of Krypton. You see all the animation going on. He talks about sending Cal off into a little capsule. It's got all the little spikes on it, like the original movie did, where the capsule didn't have that in this movie. So I thought that was kind of cool, paying homage to that. There's probably some other things that I probably didn't catch that some other hardcore fans might get, but yeah. So I thought they did a really good job paying respects to the the character, the whole history of Superman. Of course, the role of Zod was played by Michael Shannon. He did a phenomenal job. I think he did. It was incredible. He really shines in this movie. Now, this 4K release comes from Warner Brothers. Came out in 2016. The movie was filmed on 35mm, finished with a 2K digital intermediate, so it's upscaled to 4K, and it has HDR10. And it's all phenomenal presentation, some great details. The textures of the clothes, the colors really pop, really well saturated. The scene on Krypton where Jor-El is addressing the council, the suit he has on, the textures, details of that really pop off the screen. The facial hairs. So they did a great job with the transfer here. Now, as far as a Blu-ray comparison, I did have this on a previous Blu-ray. The Blu-ray itself, there's nothing to sneeze about. It's really good, some great details and textures. But the big uptick here, I might have a little bit uptick in the details, but not a lot. Mostly it's the colors. It's so much better saturated on a 4K. Or some of the scenes may look a little muted compared to the 4K. It's just, that HDR really gives it that much more depth. So here, check out some screenshots comparing the Blu-ray and the 4K. We'll come back and talk about the audio, packaging, and the bonus features. We'll see you in a couple minutes. So for the audio, they gave us a Dolby Atmos track here. I don't have Atmos, but I have just so a 5.0 track. But incredible. This is definitely, for audio, definitely a reference track. It is incredible. It's very intense from beginning to end. Some great dialogues with some subtle sounds. A couple of scenes where are at the cemetery. You can hear birds lightly in an atmosphere. Great balance, channel separation. Great use of surrounds. This track really rips. Some nice bass throughout as well. Not overbearing, but nice, good low end there. And also the music score was done by Hans Zimmer. It's phenomenal. So awesome audio track here, and nothing to sneeze about here. You know, compared to the Blu-ray had a DTS HD Master Audio 7.1. So the Atmos, you know, adds a little bit, you know, if you had Atmos, it probably adds the overhead effects. But like I said, I don't have that. So that would be your upgrade there for audio. Now, as for packaging, you know, standard keep case. I just recently got mine just a few months ago, so I didn't get a slip cover. I may have originally. You know, different artwork on the Blu-ray, and of course the 4K, just standard black, nothing fancy. I can't remember if this came with a digital code or not. I may have. I can't remember. Now, for the bonus features, we have strong characters, legendary roles, all-out action, Krypton Decoded, Superman 75th Anniversary Animated Short, and New Zealand Home of Middle Earth. Which all the bonus features are on the Blu-ray. There's nothing on the 4K, which is nice. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass to have to switch discs for bonus features, but I'd rather not waste space for bonus features. You know, I just want to use the disc space for pure quality, so that's what you get. So to wrap it up, a solid release here from Warner Brothers. This is a nice upgrade over the Blu-ray. I mean, if you've got the Blu-ray, this is worth picking up on 4K. You will see the improvements. And plus, going from DTS to the Dolby Atmos track on audio, so that's a big improvement for most of you as well. And plus, the movie kicks ass. Like I said, this is a freaking great movie. I didn't see it at the theater, but this is one, if I would have paid money to see it at the theater, I would have walked out with a smile on my face because it just... my adrenaline is pumping at the end. It's just, that's how much I really like this movie. Now, Amazon right now, it's $20. But if you go to Grub, they got their Crazy Days sale going on right now. Their 4Ks, they got 3 for $45. And they got a whole bunch of Warner Brothers titles, and this is one of them. So if you want to pick it up for $15, you know, grab a couple other movies, you know, definitely go to Grub and, you know, check that out. But yeah, I highly recommend getting this for your collection. You will not be disappointed. Great movie. You know, great transfer. So that pretty much does it for my look at the 4K release of Man of Steel. Please check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the movie yourself. And we'll see you soon. Geek out.